This is Creso, and this is part 58 of the Human Journal, Black Friday. Thanksgiving is officially over. A lot of people got their belly stuffed and already geared up to go out to shop. The tradition right here in America. You know, me and my friend, we went to the store real quick and to pick up a few things. And actually, Target was a little early on that Black Friday. And I saw this one guy. He came out the store with quite a few flat screen TVs, and I was like saying, "Wow!" I was like, "That's amazing," you know. And I was just having a very interesting conversation with my friend about this, because I've done a few clips about basically how retail stores operate, and Black Friday it's heavily suggested that it's a once in a lifetime deal, and you must get it before, you know, while supplies last. And it's always been that way year by year. A few years ago, I used to hear a news report. I don't watch the news that much, but I used to hear a news report. For example, a 24-hour Walmart will shut its doors on Thanksgiving and then open the door at midnight, okay, to start off Black Friday. And it was a news report that people just like a stampede, just like cattle, just rush right in. People getting, one individual got basically walked all over by people, all because everybody's trying to rush into the store to grab it. And I used to look at that these stores are literally playing with people. It's kind of like a mouse in a maze. It's like some sort of what you want to call a lab rat. You got a couple of rats. See which rat will get that cheese first before it's gone. And it really seems like that. Actually, it's exactly what it is. They won't say it like that, but just the whole mechanism about how the Black Friday is presented to people. Now, this is very tricky because the mind depends on the individual if they can just stop and really go deep about this whole thing. But you see, we all deserve great things in life. There's nothing wrong getting a gift for somebody. You're being thoughtful, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that my question for a lot of people, and I told my friend this yesterday, do a lot of people, do they ever stop and think and ask themselves this question? Do I need to buy at least 3 to 5 flat screen TV? Do I need to buy that? I mean, is it a must that I get that Xbox to be the first in my household to get it? I mean, did anyone ever stop and ask themselves that question? There's nothing wrong with deals. Sometimes when I go to stores and it's something that needs to be replaced in my house, and I want to get something, let's say an appliance, and I look at deals and stuff like that, and whatever, I just see whatever funds available, and I'll get it. But seeing the psychology how the retail store works, it's heavily suggested that to get whatever that's advertised, get it while supply lasts. Or, for example, we're going out of business, and let's say you got furniture retails will just mark the furniture prices or slash the prices at 50%, 75%. were going out of business. And I used to see different stores do this, and they're always going out of business. I was like, wow, you know, I mean, it's like, why do they keep saying they're going out of business, but they're still in business? And it's all psychology. And it's suggested to people that, you know, that you must buy these things. You must buy. Now, if you don't buy these flat screen TVs, or if you don't buy that Xbox, or you don't buy that new living room couch, are you going to be okay? Do you ever stop and ask yourself that question? You know, you are going to still be you. You know, nothing's going to happen to you if you don't buy the stuff that the retail stores are hounding you and telling you that you must buy this. And I was just telling my friend about this. I was like, you know, I understand that this whole thing with Black Friday, for example, is all about access. People want to have access to things. I understand that, you know, and you know, we was just having a very interesting conversation. It's a game. It really is. It is an experiment. I look at these things as an experiment. These retail stores, they'll give you surveys. They want to know what you think. They want to know everything, whatever opinions that you have, and they want to get to know you. They wanted to see if you like certain things at a lower price and stuff like that. And for example, if they have like a one-day special, like Black Friday, it's the big day for retails shopping. You know, like I was saying about the Walmart store, you know, they close their doors down and open the doors up, and people just rush right in. They rush right in to grab whatever before it's gone. And that's the whole mechanism about it. It's like, you're going to be okay if you don't buy these things. You don't have to buy any of these things. And that's the thing, it's very tricky, you know, with American culture. Materialism is really at a high. You can't do without certain things. That's what it's saying. You know, like, you know, people, this cell phone company slash their smartphones down, right? iPhone, Galaxy 7, all these other brands, all these brands that's so much hype with this stuff. And again, it's all a ploy just to get you sucked in to buy it. And I just kept seeing that over the years. And, you know, I just don't get sucked in with Black Friday. I mean, I've bought stuff on Black Friday, but this is a heart matter. You see, last year, actually, I went to buy some stuff at Black Friday. I was looking around, and I was seeing the pressure, or the salespeople they're ready just to assist you. And I was just looking around. The prices was very low, and I'm like, and my mind was saying, get it before it's gone, get it. And the pressure and the intensity was unbelievable. Whether it's Target, Walmart, doesn't matter, Best Buy, it doesn't matter what store, but the pressure was like really high. And then you got the police there, you know, because, you know, people go there and rob and whatever. The crowd gets all rowdy. And I'm like, wow, this is truly a game. I'm like, I was saying to myself, you know, there could be a Black Friday every day, or let's say every Friday. It doesn't have to be once a year. And I just have to take a step back, especially from last year, for example. And, you know, I had to take a step back and look at this. I'm like, it suggested that I must buy it. It suggested that I won't live without certain things. I saw a great deal on a microwave. You know, the microwave I have at my place works just fine. But they have a newer one, half price off. Like, wow. A microwave, let's say, for example, that's $150. Now it's running at $50, right? We got a printer that it works so. You know, it's not the best quality, but, you know, I had an opportunity to buy a printer, but I decided not to buy it. I purposely went to these stores last year because I wanted to see how I just want to just feel myself out in this. I want to see how far could I go. And yeah, the intensity is high. Everybody's there. Everybody's just trying to grab certain things before it's gone. And the whole thing with Black Friday too, and we was just having an interesting conversation yesterday, is that it has a little bit of an essence of basically that you're poor. Now look, people in different salary was, let's say, different that's basically, that has a lot of money, right? A lot of wealthy people. They're always going for deals. But it just has this essence of basically that you're poor. And I'm like, but it's about access. But it's all a game. It's an experiment. Basically how you're going to react. How much you're going to buy. And that's what it is. I feel like a lot of us need to stop and ask ourselves this question, you know, do we need to buy these things? Now, I went last year, for example, I went to the store and I didn't really buy anything. I could, but I didn't. I want to I'm just basically testing myself. And I'm just basically analyzing, just observing people. And yeah, it's fascinating. It is. It really is. The materialism and all that is just crazy. But these are another experiences in this human paradigm. These are the experience that if you don't buy something while supplies last, you're missing out. So again, if you don't buy that car, if you do not buy that couch, and if you do not buy the flat screen TVs, or you don't buy the new iPhone 7 or the Samsung Galaxy 7, you're missing out. All your friends have it, but you don't have it. And I just ask myself, do people ever stop and actually question these things? But I know we're conditioned. You have a manager in a retail store, all right, saying to everybody, in your mark, get set, shop. And that's what it is, you know? Again, it's really nothing wrong buying gifts for people. It's just not. Again, this is very tricky. This takes somebody, and I see this, that for somebody that runs into this audio and to understand, connect what I'm saying, somebody is at that point. You're basically at that point already mature spiritually. You're able to see the inner workings of these paradigms, and that it's only suggesting. That's all it is. It's just suggesting. You don't have to buy anything, and yet you're still going to be you. Yet you're still a great person. You're still lovable. You're still thoughtful. Everything, all the great things about you. You're still you. So the retail stores, they're just there to suggest for you to buy it. But again, they just go at it at a higher level or frequency that you must buy. So the thing is that, you know, if you feel like you have to buy something and it's kind of like your life is dependent on it, don't buy it. Honestly, don't. And I mean, it's you know, it's not just Black Friday. It's a lot of stuff with these corporations, how they do things. They use celebrities. I mean, they use celebrities they are a biggest tool when it comes to products, because they themselves is a product. I'm gonna do another journal on celebrities. I've done celebrity before on my earlier journals, but I'm going to go further in a different angle about celebrities. But as far as going out there and shop and you see things, you see so-and-so in the movies or in TV that you see, and they got that and you want that because they have it. And I just have to call it straight to everybody that, you know, if I'm going to fall into that paradigm, right? Or let's just put it this way. If I'm going to be a slave to consumerism, and I mean, let me just put it this way. Buying things, let's say we need to buy food, okay? I mean, I'm going out with a different heart. I don't have to buy it, but I'm choosing to buy it because I want to. But I know full well that if I don't buy certain things, I'm okay. This is a heart matter. This is something that people have to examine carefully of how their mind is steering you. If your mind's steering you at that certain location that you're feeling anxiety and feeling angry and anxious, that's something, that's a sign right there. Now, consumerism is it's kind of tricky again because, like I said, you know, all of us, we all buy things. It's all about consumption. You know, we buy things all the time. You know, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just that it's just how or where you, basically how you're going about it. It's all about how you're going about it. So I in this journal, I'm doing my best to be clear about this. And, you know, it's a lot of stuff. We buy sneakers. I brought me a nice pair of Nikes a few weeks ago. And I like it, you know. Then I bought myself other stuff, but you know, I buy it because I'm going with a different vibe. I buy it because because I choose to, you know. But if I don't buy it, I'll buy it another time, you know. Oh, I just want to make a correction. It's not Nike. I bought myself. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about buying me another pair of Nikes whenever I get a chance. I'm not in a hurry, but I got me a pair of Pumas, and it's really cool. I like it. But if I don't buy it at that particular time, or if I miss a sale, there's going to be another sale. And that's another thing that people have to understand. These retail stores, they're looking at you as a lab rat, and they're going to put that cheese right there in that maze. And, you know, there's always going to be a sale. And it's bullshit. Get it while supply lasts. That's another game. It's bullshit. So it's a game that there's limited supplies. There's no limited supply. It's bullshit. You ever question that? Why do they keep saying while supplies last? It's a ploy. I mean, infocommercial. If you want to understand full well how this thing works, this paradigm, just go, you know, at night. Look at the infomercials at night. I always imitate these infomercials. I know exactly that. I know the script with these infomercials. Buy one, and then in the middle of the infomercial, they'll give you a nice sweet deal. Buy one and get the second one free. Either you get the second one free or you get the second one half price off. I even know that by numbers. $19.95. Why is not $20? $19.95. It's just saying that it's suggesting that you're getting a sweet deal. If you get something for $19.95 versus $20, wow. You know, if you think about it, why is it always $19.95? These are the things you have to question yourself on that. So, again, there's nothing wrong being thoughtful and you know, buying things for people. Again, if you're feeling anxious and you're feeling like the world's gonna end, you know, that if you don't buy this stuff, I'm like, you know, that's something that you really have to really stop and maybe make a U-turn and leave the store. Now look, everybody, you know, for those that generally shop so much and you know all the tricks and everything, you all know that prices go down. The prices will go down after January 1st because people are returning stuff from the gift that they get from their grandmother or their cousin and that they don't like it. They return it, and from that, or retail stores they order more than they, than they expected, and they wasn't able to clear out whatever appliances that they knocked the prices down, and the prices are really low after January 1st. And everybody in America knows that. So I'm like, this journal, I just want to inspire even myself, but everybody else that, take control of yourself. Again, this is nothing to do about you not deserving anything. This is about you taking control and not letting these retail stores tell you what you're supposed to have. You take control and you say, I'll buy it when I'm ready. I'll buy it when I'm good and ready. And that's it. I buy it in good and ready. If this flat screen TV that's normally $350 and knock it down for $150, hey, manifest that the price is going to still be low after Black Friday, and manifest that if it's meant for you to get it, you're going to get it. Your higher self within you is going to provide. Just don't, it's up to you, everybody. If you want to be a sheep to these retail stores, go right ahead. It's an experience. You have to, you choose these experiences to at a certain point, and then you start to question these paradigms, and you start to see that it's suggesting to you, it's suggested to control you, but ultimately you're the one that's in control of all this. The retail stores have absolutely no control. They're basically at your mercy. Basically. They need you. Oh, they need you so badly. But you just gotta take control. So, Black Friday, I'm gonna go to the store and pick up some groceries. But as far as buying stuff, I'll buy when I'm good and ready. I'm good. So I know everybody would take this as inspirational. This is nothing that I'm looking down on anybody. I'm doing this journal to inspire you, for you to question these paradigms, and to really go in, question your heart, and yes, you do deserve great things. Yes, just don't be anxious. I'm just doing my best to put it very simple. So enjoy yourself no matter what you do, and you deserve all the great things, and just empower yourself. Okay, that's what it's all about. Okay, I'm looking forward to part 59. Take care.